there's oil in the ports. So we pulled off the intake manifold and we did find some oil in the ports. Now, normally this is pretty normal, but there's a little bit more, probably because it's turboed. But then we look down here. We're thinking maybe it's just the result of not having a catch can for 12 years. It's very milky, not very super oil-like, smells like gas, and there wasn't as much as we thought originally. Now we probably end up looking at how much oil is built up into the intercoolers. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, look down there. It's just dripping slowly. I thought we would have a big pool coming out. All right, so we just noticed something really unusual. Is normally the VR6 24 valve coil packs, they're all the same height. But if you look,
this one's crunched down.
This one's smaller than the other, and you know,
that one.
It's probably a revision thing, but that one over there is also not as tall as the other. So we're gonna pull them and have a look at them. So as you can see, two of them are shorter than the rest, and the long ones are the revised part number. They end with a C instead of a B. So we've got the valve cover off here, and it actually looks like the motor's in time. We think the cam is maybe off a half tooth, not entirely sure, but they line up. The crankset top dead center, and the guides aren't disintegrated at first glance. So we're just gonna have to dig into it a little bit more. We turned over the motor. Obviously there was no interference. Looks okay so far. We'll see.
Welcome back to our misery. You just did a thing and you didn't record it for you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So we had to use a breaker bar
To get this tensioner off.
Which is, needless to say, incorrecto.
Way over tightened. But you know what? There was a spacer there and they didn't want it coming loose, so don't blame them, but it's only supposed to be torqued to 55 foot-pounds, and that was probably 100 or more.
Yeah, show it to the peeps at home who are looking at us and saying,
well, here. Alright, we're taking this off now. We're actually not technically at the correct TDC because I can't see the notch on the gear, so I have to keep spinning it. Alright, so we found the problem. We have no idea when this occurred in its life cycle, but we're guessing this cam gear was replaced for who knows why, and I think someone put the cams upside down, but that explains our codes. And I rotated it to top dead center twice with the cam plates in, and both times I did not see the notch on the intermediate gear that you're supposed to see that indicates the camshafts are right side up. So then I rotated it to upside down cams mode, where you can't slide the camshaft locking plate in, and the first time I did that, we found the notch on the intermediate gear that is supposed to be facing up when you have the camshafts in right side up. So that's pretty fascinating. I mean, it looks like someone's been in here that probably wasn't HPA. Like there was missing bolts. I found like 2 missing bolts, but lots of silicone and upside down cams. So you could probably see that notch there, and it's supposed to be flush with the cylinder head deck, so you can put a plate in it. Now the intermediate notch here, you can just barely see it down there. It's facing up, and that's only supposed to face up when the camshafts are right side up. So there's our issue. Yeah, so here's the guide that we took out, the lower one that gets sanded because of the head spacer. So as you can see, like, it's totally smooth. Normally there's a raised section where the chain rides. So now we're gonna go ahead and flip the camshafts right side up.
Ladies and gentlemen, of the jury.
So we took the lower timing guide off,
Yeah.
or the upper lower timing guide that secures the cam chains, and we can rotate the camshaft 180 degrees, whoops, without any valve to piston, or maybe right there, just a little bit interference. So either we've bent a valve or the 3mm thick decompression plate allows it to become non-interference. We're gonna find out once we put the motor back together. I see the notch, and we should see that line up and that line up. It's perfectly in time now. We fixed the issue. All right, so the other thing we're gonna do is replace the 4-bar regulator with a 3-bar, because this car, we're quite confident that it was tuned for a 3-bar, and the previous owner just threw a 4-bar in to run more boost. It's got some real big overfueling issues, so we're gonna correct that right now.
There's pressure there. That's good. Something that has gas in it, and then all of a sudden everything smells like gas.
Alright, so when we took apart the manifold, we discovered that RTV was actually used to seal up against the cylinder head. So as you can see here, we've got masking tape on the intake manifold, and we've got some gasket paper down here, a hole punch, and some pencils, and we're gonna get going on making this intake manifold gasket.
Jaden, it's beautiful.
Alright, we need some scissors.
Here we see.
What are you looking at?
Oh,
Don't look.
what are you doing?
Don't you dare question my methods.
Alright, so we got our gasket made up. It's a Felpro gasket, you know, custom, fits up good. That's going to replace the silicone RTV, so hopefully no boost leaks there. And yeah, we're just going to seal up the timing cover. We've confirmed that we have flipped the camshafts back right side up, so we're good to go.
Gasket material.
Yeah, gasket's almost done. We got to do the layers of the head gasket, at least the ones that we disturbed. So, you know, we got the head spacer there, and then the second gasket. Really want to make sure it doesn't leak oil. All right, give it a shot.
This is the mechanic I hired. Well, how did we get it up there, Jordan?
That's what I used. I used the bent over pinch well.
Well, then do it. You got to do it. I hate it too. If anything, I hate it more. It's my car. It's not going anywhere, and he's jacking up.
Oh. All right.
What's the problem, Judge Judy?
Ah, that's the way it goes, because there's a flat edge for the top of the cylinder.
What's on?
Wash fluid, don't worry about it. Yeah, it sounds like it's running good.
Okay.
Jesus. Not taking it that easy, eh?
Just a little boost.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Hey, what boost setting are we on? Oh yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. Whoa! Wow!
Yeah.
That was full beans.
Nice. No codes yet?
None.
That
went to past 25.
Did it?
Yeah.
Whoop. It went to 20. Yeah, because I put it up to 18, didn't I?
Whoops. All I hear is fuel pump. I bet you part of, okay, definitely need a catch can.
Yeah.
Fuel pump's a little unreliable, I think. Or the fueling system is a little...
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, by the sound it makes, you would think it would be messed up.
I think because it has that weird K&N aftermarket filter in the line, it's like just messed up.
Baby, this is do or die. Feel it in my veins tonight. Emotional suicide. You know it's an eye for eye. I didn't wanna walk the plank. But the Mariona, it came like the thunder. I was on my way to going under. Swimming in the banya, I was covered in a tidal wave, But I'm a fighter. Try to take me down, I'm going higher. Baby, you've been playing with some fire. You've been playing with fire. One day you will see what you made of me. Found my inner peace. You watch it release in the dead of night. In the dead of night. Baby, when the soul die, you know it's an eye for eye. Feel the energy align in the dead of night. In the dead of night. In the dead of night. In the dead of night.
Here we go.
That's enough.
Yeah. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up this video here. Kind of told you all about the setup, and now as for our plans with the car, we're gonna race it eventually, hopefully this summer. At Mission, we want to see what kind of time it can run in the quarter mile, and we want to fix obviously all the issues that it has. So, you know, oil is getting on the mass airflow sensor and it stalls sometimes. So we're gonna put a catch can on it. That'll also reduce the black the blackness that this car builds up after a couple pulls on the back. The fuel pump obviously is very loud, so we're gonna replace that. We're gonna replace the fuel pump with an in-tank one soon, because it also, I mean, we think it does some weird stuff. So
if you're low on fuel and you go up a hill, it starts to die.
yeah, so the in-tank's probably not that happy, so we're gonna upgrade that. Yeah, we're also gonna put new tires on it. It's on winter tires right now, so that explains the lack of traction. But yeah, that's pretty much the HPA Golf GTI that we picked up here, and we're excited for what the future yeah, the future.
What the future holds.
Yeah, so
13-second pass incoming.
yeah, yeah, probably 13s. We'll see. But you know what? We're also gonna wrap the roof black, and we're gonna wrap this video up. So thanks for watching, and subscribe.